three. Hi everyone, I am Emil and together with my colleagues, Chandra and LV, we are undergoing a training program of social media marketing and advertising under the ICT. The program taught us to have professional and organized approach to social media marketing. So the topics are included are marketing awareness, buyer's journey, and several um, to Facebook and several media platforms. Today we will discuss buyer's journey. So Chandra, what can you say about buyer's journey?
Hello everyone, I am Chandra. So what is a buyer's journey? The buyer's journey is the process buyers go through to become aware of, consider and evaluate, and decide to purchase a new product or service. A buyer's journey is a series of steps that guide your prospective clients. The journey consists of three-step process: awareness stage, consideration stage, and decision stage. So, Elvi, do you think knowing your buyer's journey is important?
Okay, so hello, good morning. I am Alvi. So why that buyer's journey is important? It is important because the methodology of inbound marketing includes tracking strangers on the internet, converting them into leads, and eventually into delighted customers. So there are three lifestyle strategies consider in the buyer's journey: the awareness, consideration, and decision. So, Emil, could you explain to us what is the awareness stage of buyer's journey?
Yeah, sure, LV. So awareness stage is the first stage. This is the customer needs to be aware of the product. The awareness stage is when a prospect is expecting and expressing symptoms of the problem or opportunity. So it's showing and realizing the need of the customers. So sample of the keywords in awareness stage is uh, I need to improve, I need to prevent, I need to start, I need to stop, I need to optimize, I need to solve, and I need to learn more about. So if you have that keywords to your buyer persona, that is describing the awareness. In marketing, there are two types of awareness. One is inform, and the um, second is inspire. So sample of awareness content is ebooks, trend reports and guides, demographics, white papers, and checklists. So, do you have any questions for awareness stage?
So, Emil, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Can you state more example of awareness stage content?
So, as I've said, sample of awareness stage is one of the sample is guide. I have a travel company, and one of awareness content is giving guides as a blog. This blog act as an information and inspiration for customer to visit the place and discover what they can do to that place. As a result, the customer read the guide and will click the links to money pages or consideration page that will reflect as a consideration stage will discussed by Chandra, you yourself. So Chandra, will you discuss more about consideration stage?
Yes, of course. So, consideration stage. This is the most critical point in the buyer's journey because this is where the prospective customer or potential buyers start eliminating solutions that aren't a good fit. During this consideration stage, Buyer have clearly defined the goal or challenge and have committed to addressing it. They have clearly identified the problem and are considering all available approaches or methods to resolving the defined problem. This isn't the point where they are considering your business, but instead, they are considering the different solutions they have to resolve their problems or challenges. The potential buyer or customer is already dedicated to finding a solution to their problem, but they aren't yet deciding on a specific product or service. For creating a consideration stage content, it's helpful to use words of different solution types. Keywords like provider, service, supplier, tool, device, software, appliance, or solution. This will help you identify the different ways they can solve their problems. So here is a 3 steps how to create consideration stage content. First step is to start with your buyer persona. You need to identify a specific buyer persona or semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer based on market research and real data about your existing customers. When creating your buyer personas, consider including customer demographics, behavior patterns, motivations, and goals. The more detailed you are, the better. Create solution-based content is the second step. Here, you must provide a solution that will specifically solve or address the problem of your customers. And the third step is use call to action. This will directly tell your target audience on what they should do next, which is what you want. You will need to be really specific with the action words you choose and the instructions that follow them.
Okay, so Sandra, may I ask the question?
You have a very nice
Sure, go
noisy
ahead.
pet there, Chandra. You have a noisy pet
Thank
there.
you.
Oh,
So,
so
LV, you can
what's so what's your question, LV? Sorry, interrupting you.
Okay, it's okay. So
yes, LV, go
Sandra,
ahead.
what is the most important thing to consider during this week?
So, during consideration phase, it is often where content can make the most impact. Content at this should be sales neutral, often unbiased industry information. And the most important thing to consider during this phase is to keep content interesting and highly targeted to your consumer base. This content will help your buyer decide on their solution and move to the last buyer's journey, which is the decision stage. And this will be discussed by you, of course, Miss LV, my co-speaker. So, Miss LV, go ahead.
So, okay, in decision stage. In the decision stage, buyer have already decided on a solution category. For example, they could write a pros and cons list of a specific offerings and then decide on the one of the best in their needs. The decision stage finds the buyer comparing different brand added ultimately purchase their solution. Once the buyer has chosen a solution that you provide, you want to ensure that they choose your brand over your direct competitor. So the question you should ask yourself to define the decision stage are: what criteria do buyers use to evaluate the available offerings? Number two, when buyer investigate your company's offering, what do they like about compared to alternatives? What concerns do they have with your offering? So number three, do buyers have expectations around trying the offering before they purchase it? And the number four is outside of purchasing, do buyers need to make additional preparations such as implementation plans of training? So this is one of the most important that we need to define in ourselves what is decision making. Neil and Sandra. Okay?
Oh, so
So that's
LV,
it.
I have a question for you for the decision stage.
Okay, so what is
Uh,
this?
so can you give me example of decision stage, like a content or anything you can give?
So okay, so let us example the vacuum product. Why that the buyer's journey will choose you product over your competitor. So the buyer has decided to purchase an automated vacuum. So their attention now focuses on purchasing the right automated vacuum for them. Content, the highlight, and your product is the right fit could come into the form of free demo or trial. Third, highlighting the competitive advantage you have over others. By taking the time to empathize while with your buyer and thinking about what information they need, you increase your chances of securing customers who are the right fit for your product service. So this will translate into a higher retention rate for your company as well as promoters of your business who will bring more visitors to the top floor. So that is all about the decision stage. Sandra and Neil, what do you think?
Oh, thank you for that, LV. I think that's very clear sample, physical product, and then stating your advantages to the competitors. So I think that's all we can do today. Hope you learn a lot. You have anything to say, LV, Chandra?
So if you would like to to know more, hey, where are you?
Oh, it cut. Okay, so
Time
Hello?
limit.
the time limit. Yeah, we
Hello.
have time limit.
Time limit.
Time?
Oh, okay, so
Yep.
we will cut the session today and see you again next session.